3, 2, 1. Miss Lacy.
You said you was a pimp. You said you get things pimping. Is it pimping? Well, ain't it?
Hey, 2D, this is Miss Lacy at Icon of Chronicles magazine and 89.5 FM, and we just wanted to holler at you. We out here in California, and we done got wind of your music, and it's slapping, so I had to give you a call, bruh.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, man, it's all good. I can't complain.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I done found several songs that I like. I'm a fan now. And
I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna be putting some of that music into rotation out here in the Bay Area in California. And what I want to know is, how did you get started in the rap game?
Basically, I started in the rap game basically on the corner. I started from the street. The reason being, you know, I didn't know another way to get my music out. So I went the old school way. I put, you know, at the trunk, selling my CDs on the corner myself, $5, $4, $3, $2, just trying to build a story and build a name for myself, and at the same time build an organic relationship with people from my city. You know what I mean? And I feel like after some years of doing it, you know, I had built up a fan base of people that supported my music because they got so used to seeing me every day in every area, like, you know, check me out, check me out, check me out, check me out. So that's basically how I got my start.
That's what's up. Are you from Memphis?
Memphis, Owens Mound.
And what's the rap game like out there? The music scene, period.
The music scene right now is actually growing stronger than it has. Well, I'm not gonna say ever, but then it has, and I would say a decade. Reason being, there's a lot of new talent starting to come from my city right now. Guys like Young Dolph, who I got a single with, making a whole lot of noise. Obviously, Yo Gotti has been making a lot of noise for the last, you know, 5-6 years. You know, they on a nationwide scale. Obviously, 3-6 Mafia guys like that. And one of my biggest influences, A-Ball, MJG, paved the way. But you got other artists like Don Tripp and Zed Zilla. You know, it's just a lot of good music coming from Memphis right now, and a lot of new guys, you know, making the way, and I want to.
Man, you sure are. You know, your lyrical delivery is really smooth. I like your storylines and what it's about. It's a lot of pimping in your music, and you know, out here in the Bay, they be pimping too. As a matter of fact, I'm a percussionist, and I play in a band with Fillmore Slim.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. So I was like, man, I'm going to really have to call this dude. That's a trippy connection. And I'm going to let Fillmore know that I talked to this cat because it's a small world.
Right. It's a very small world. Most definitely is. The thing about the music with me, you know, everything is reality-based. Everything is from experiences. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk about certain scenarios, either I didn't have to go through that, or I witnessed it, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, from my eyes or from my hands, you know what I'm saying, just different circumstances I done been through. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of listening to guys that nobody can vouch for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I really hate listening to music that I can't relate to, or it just sounds like a big, you know, it's entertainment, but right now rap like wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just try to be as real and as from my heart as possible. And that's why you hear songs like the intro to my album, where it's like, it's really 100% truth, everything I was going through from point A to start to where I am right now.
Man, you got that delivery damn down packed. The storylines are hella clear, and it's like you're just speaking to the audience. It doesn't take a lot of aggression. It just like flows out of you real smooth, like our Northern California wines out here.
Right. And if I try to make it, I appreciate you picking up on it, because I try to make my style is like a real conversational style. And it's like when I go in the studio, even though I do have club records that are a little bit more aggressive, I try to make it to where everything that I create, I want you to listen to it as if we was riding in the car together and I was rapping it to you myself. So it's just conversational. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that is exactly what it's like.
In my ear, you know what I mean?
That is what it's like. And you know, also I hear in your music, you like Man, what you said I love God, but I got a problem with God dog it. With you want to count the money?
The concept of for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the word, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying, since we on the radio. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, it just comes from the lifestyle. The particular song I think you're talking about is "Married to the Game."
Yeah.
And
featuring
I don't
Devin.
know if you watched that video, but it's definitely one of the most well-received songs I have, because so many people just draw. It just sounds. It has that old school flavor with a new school kind of delivery. And you know what I'm saying? It's refreshing. It puts you in the mind of UGK, the 8-Ball, and MJG, some of the stuff that y'all got out there on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, I feel like another thing about the music is I try to make stuff that if it's 2015 and 2025, you like, oh, I can still ride that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can put it in and somebody who's not necessarily listening to young music is not alienated by listening to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can play that record around somebody who was in their 40s, 50s, and they might not necessarily get everything I'm saying, but the instrumentation, the production, and the conversational flow is like, okay, I can deal with it. Like, you ain't got to take that out the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And as just a man, and you have an artist who has released projects and did the business aspect of it, you got the visuals going in the music. How have you grown, and how do you balance yourself in your growth? Because you're spiritual, you know what I'm saying? I hear you talking about God. I hear you talking about money, so you're a businessman. You got game, you know, that comes off instantly. We know that. How do you balance those things, and where are you looking to go in the future with that?
I think balance. You have to have balance as a person before you can even deal with entertainment. The entertainment business is corrupt to begin with. So your spirituality and how you feel about yourself, you have to have that right first, which that's an ongoing process, because I'm, you know, all my life I've been in the streets, but I've always, you know, I come from the church, I come from, you know, grandma, like, I'm going to whoop you if you do this, and you got to have morals and standards, and in the streets you have to abide by codes and certain honors, you know what I'm saying? So that mixed with everything that I already know and I already feel, there's certain things that I don't deviate from, regardless of money, regardless of the situation, because it's just how I was raised. You know, you got to stand for something, stand before this honor. And once you have, you know, them type of standards and them type of morals, I feel like the success part is easy, because whether you get it immediately or it takes a little longer, you're always prepared for it. You're always ready for it. And me, I've already experienced a certain level of success on the underground, you know, as far as people liking my music, and as well as, you know, in the game, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? So by me already experiencing that at a young age, the music industry is really nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just really a facade. When I meet these cats, 9 times out of 10, it's like they more surprised at how I'm looking than I'm surprised at how they looking. You know what I'm saying? Because mentally we somewhere different. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, before we get out of here, because we know you're a busy man, but what shouts do you have to get out, and also what inspiration do you have for the youth?
I want to shout out my homie 007, DJ 007 the Great. Y'all can follow him at DJ 007 the Great. I want to shout out everybody in Memphis, Orange Mound, everybody across the world who listens to my music. Y'all can follow me at 2DTSP. That's at 2DTSP. That's on Twitter and Instagram. 2DTheSouthernPresident.com for, you know, new info about me. But other than that, as far as inspiration I got to give to the youth, I got on World Star like earlier today, and I was surprised because, like, I seen, like, they had like 8, 9, 10 different fights at this school in Memphis called White Station High School. It was funny to me because, you know, like, I'm from Memphis, even though I don't live there no more. I'm staying in Atlanta. And I was just noticing how the media covers so much of the negative energy that comes from my city. I'm just using my city as an example. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way about where you from.
Right.
It's like, don't let the media coverage and what's going on the internet influence you to be anything other than what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the social media and all this stuff that's going on in entertainment, I think it's really changed the era of the children that's growing up now because it won so many distractions. You know what I'm saying? 98% of kids spend most of the day on their cell phone. When you was 15, 14, 13, most of us didn't even have cell phones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless we was already in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get so caught up in all the, because it's all fake. It's all put here. The propaganda is put here for you to fall into the trap, for you to think that's how real life is, but that's not the real world. You know what I'm saying? The people that's famous for being in that, you don't know what they sacrificed to get there. You just got to concentrate on doing you, staying in your lane, and your turn to come.
Hey, that's some powerful words. You are now in the pages of Iconic Chronicles magazine. We are humbly grateful to speak with you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we just talked to Too Deep, the Southern President. We appreciate it, brethren.
I appreciate it. Holler at me anytime you need.
For sure. We're going to stay in touch.